This is my first time taking part in Positive Stories and my first time having a professionally commissioned play, which is excellent. I think the festivals are so fun. So today I just saw Careful What You Wish For, performed by Toonspeak, which was incredible. They are a really amazing group of young people and they performed the entire script, even though they were some of them only 7-8 years old. And it was a sensational, fantastic, joyful show that explored loads of different things and loads of different wishes that they came up with themselves. So that was amazing to see. To have an audience that's so encouraging, that's cheering and whipping for them, you can see it as they perform, the confidence just growing and growing and growing. I was lucky enough to also be the associate artist with Toonspeak, so I went in to visit them last Sunday to catch a rehearsal, and even the difference between the rehearsal and what they were able to send onto the stage and, you know, perform was incredible.
Today, seeing it all come together, which was actually really emotional. I was so proud as a teacher and as a kind of leader for the kids, and also seeing the older senior drama club members who directed it, their magic come together. It was amazing. It was a fantastic opportunity for them to perform at the Tron in front of an amazing audience, and it's something that they'll never forget and something I'll never forget. They've loved it, even from travelling through in the train to the experience of being here in the workshops and seeing other groups performing. It's something that they were a little bit hesitant about in terms of mixing with the other groups, but I think it's really worked. They've all made loads of friends and they've been signing each other's plays and lanyards and everything, so it's been really cool. If I got this opportunity when I was in school, I think it would have really changed my life at that point. I think it's an amazing opportunity for the young people to be involved in.
I've been involved for a long time, but there's some other people who have joined more recently. But to see them progress and develop in that way, I'm just so proud of them. Of course I am. Do you know, like, some of them have already been involved in productions before, but some of them are brand new, and I think they all just did so well. So yeah, I'm super proud of them and seeing them develop. I think it's good for other young people to see BSL in this type of environment, in an inclusive space, workshops, productions, shows. I think that visibility is really important because other people might not have seen BSL before, but having that visibility, that's really rich for our community, and maybe will inspire other people to learn to sign as well. And perhaps in the future we'll be able to work together with other young people from other companies. You never know.
I think watching all of the other performances, it's always such a joy to kind of see other groups and what they bring to the festival, and the discussions after it as well, like hearing the young people talk so positively and openly about other young people, and it's just so empowering and so nice to see. I think it gives the young people an opportunity to meet like-minded young people. It really creates that safe space for them to express themselves and find new things that they are also interested in, things that maybe they've not been working on within youth theatre, and find new experiences and see new performances, so yeah.
It really felt like the audience were behind the cast every step of the way, and just seeing how much it lifted their performance and their self-confidence, to hear people laughing along with them, to hear people applauding in support of them, to see that was really emotional, really touching for me. And I know it had a big impact on them, because when we got off the bus back at school late last night, there was a few normally quite cool teenagers who were a little bit emotional. They come from a big variety of backgrounds. Cowdenbeath is a place that has a lot of poverty, a lot of challenges, and in their everyday lives they face a lot of challenges, but having that confidence that places like the Traverse Theatres, for them, that this is a professional theatre company that is helping them put on their show, working with our wonderful associate artist Lisa Williamson. It's just lovely to see them kind of standing just that little bit taller. It really makes me proud.
We're incredibly proud. They've made us so proud. It's been such a journey, actually, just going through it, and the way that they've changed, like from beginning to seeing them on that stage.
As performers, but also personally as well, they've really grown.
Honestly,
Seeing their clowns come to life and seeing how their clown personas were different to their everyday personas, and just seeing them have so much fun on stage, but still Like we still tackled like really big important issues, but we did it while having fun, which we think is the revolution.
All the way through. It was like literally every rehearsal was just a joy because we would find something different to laugh at, and it was just so good, honestly. Everything was a highlight.
Yeah.
Everyone has been so lovely. Like everyone at Wonderfuls is so accommodating and supportive, and like with the check-in emails, checking in how I'm doing. We're from Fife, so we're just across the water, but like to perform at the Trav, oh my goodness, like all of them when they came off stage, I was like, do you understand what you just did? Like you've performed at the Trav, that's incredible. And I think the opportunities to network, like they've all met new pals and they were getting their phones out and swapping numbers, and I was like, that's just incredible that they're making those friendships but also networking at such a young age, so when they're in their 20s and 30s and creating, they can be like, oh, I met someone at that project so many years ago. I think it's an opportunity that they would not otherwise get, and I think it gives them the space to be creative, to be vulnerable, to create new pieces, to network, to make friends, to have confidence in themselves. I think by having programmes like this, it almost like confirms to them that drama's important, and like there's so many fun, cool things that you can do with drama.
A wee anecdote from today, which I was like, oh, this is really special because this isn't something we ever do, is that I was talking to one of our boys, Eric. He was looking up from the posters and I was like, oh, do you like dinosaurs? He was like, no. Do you like this? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh, do you like puppets? There's a puppet show coming. He went, oh, I love puppets. And I was like, Eric, you're doing a puppet workshop in 10 minutes. And he was like, oh, that's so cool. And he absolutely loved it. And then he was the Ludowan as well, which is kind of a puppet thing. So he completely got into that, which was great.
I must admit, one of my biggest worries was comparison. Like completely, but it turned into something analytical, where the kids were there like, oh, they did this and we did this, and you know, it was so lovely to see.
We really enjoyed the creative aspect of like finding some moments within the script, so once they got to know their characters well and things, the kids I work with are quite multi-talented with their creativity, and we've got some musicians and singers. When we had Stuart came in to work with us, that was like a real highlight for us. They kind of just creating harmonies and creating an underscore for one of the like key moments in the show, so that was really good. Positive Stories has enabled me to sort of say, this is the kind of thing you could do. These are the people who are actually creating theatre now, and that's been fantastic.
It's such a fantastic thing for here. Got drama clubs and a youth theatre, but they've never had the opportunity to meet other youth theatre groups before, partly because of the cost of taking groups off the island, and opportunities like this haven't arisen for us before. So it's really fantastic that Positive Stories for Negative Times has come to Naunter, and our young people have had a chance to work with other youth theatre companies. Robbie summed it up so well last night when he spoke about all of their lives being enriched by their involvement in the arts and culture and playing. I think that was a really positive message for them to have reiterated.
So I met Robbie initially through the Gaiety, and then the youth theatre there, and then I was part of the Wonderfuls Youth Board, I think in 2020, and then that's obviously when Positive Stories started, so we were kind of one of the OG batch, and I have been involved a couple more times since then, so it has been really nice to see all the different plays come about and seeing groups do plays from previous years. Moving up here and starting to work with the drama groups here, and then having that opportunity for Wonderfuls to come up here with the Positive Stories Festival, I'm like, yes, please, let's do it. It's like full circle moment, going from working with Robbie, with him being my youth theatre teacher, and now I'm teaching youth theatres and he's facilitating a festival, and I'm like, oh, it's all working out.
Being part of the festival and having it come to us locally has been incredible, because nobody ever comes here. We always have to go to the mainland to take part in anything like this. Really been able to watch the other groups, because you're always looking for what they do differently on the stage. So being able to see other groups from around the country has been the highlight for me, definitely.